Welcome back, you guys. I am so excited for this video because so far this has been my favorite Christmas launch, and it is from Dede Signature. We have the Festive, Elegance palette and 2 singles. So I am pre-filming this way ahead, so I don't have a whole lot of details on this collection, but what I do have are swatches and 2 really gorgeous looks, if I do say so myself, and I am freaking excited. I love this color story so much, and I think you guys are gonna love it too, but let's get into it. If this is your first time here, my name is Heather, and I love all things makeup, but especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you guys happen to love those things too, I really hope you will stick around. Subscribe. I would love to see you down below in the comments. So, as you heard me call it, Dede Signature. So I've been spending this whole time calling this brand Dede Signature because that is how I thought it was pronounced until I learned recently from a video from Angelica Nikivist saying that we are all saying it incorrectly, at least those of us calling it Dede Signature. But I had no idea. She met her in person and learned that she's been saying it incorrectly as well. But I just wanted to let you guys know in case you're like me. So yeah, long story short, I am so excited to have this in my hands. Okay, so like I said, I am pre-filming this way ahead of time, and I was getting ready to say that this launches November 18th, but it's actually November 28th. So I am really pre-filming this even more than I thought I was. So I don't have information on pricing or anything just yet. If you want those details, you can check down below in the description box. But I loved the way this swatched so much, and I did 2 really cool looks. This is look number 2, and I am so excited for you guys to see look number 1 as well, because that is one of my favorites. I fell so in love with it, and I think you guys are really gonna love it as well. But not only that, I know that there are at least 2 singles launching in this collection as well, and I do have both of these on the eye today, and spoiler alert, I love them. But I'm excited, you guys. I cannot wait to show you the looks and everything. I think she did like such a beautiful job on this color story. I mention it in the outro, but it's like Christmas, but done in a neutral kind of way. But you still get like these pops of colors and the traditional Christmas colors with the greens and the reds. And it's just so beautiful, and I've had so much fun with it. So you already kind of know my thoughts on it, to be honest. But you guys, I hope you feel so inspired by the looks, because I felt so inspired when I created them. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into look number 1. I'm excited to get into this palette today. Like I said, it is my favorite Christmas palette that has launched so far as of the time I am filming this, which is, I don't even know the date. It's November 9th. But I love this color story. I think it's so gorgeous. And today I'm excited for the look that I have planned. So we're just gonna jump on into it. On my eyes, I did prime with my Sigma eyeshadow base in the shade Persuade. And I love this lip combo. It is the Singe Beauty liner in the shade Brazen Birch. It's getting smaller and smaller. I love it. But I topped it with this gloss from Odin's Eye. It's one of their Glow Radioactive gloss. Oh, it's in the shade Radioactive. It's really old. Probably shouldn't still be using it, but I love it. And this is a gorgeous combo. But we're just going to dive in and see what we can get into. I have a really great idea for a look, and I think it's going to turn out really good. So hopefully I am correct. But I do want to start out with an E06 and go into this shade. So I'm going to do like a gradient, this shade, and then this shade throughout the crease to start with. So starting with Candle Smoke, I am going to just run this through the crease and just press it down. And then I want to, now that I've gotten that laid down, I want to use an E03 and go in with a little more, and I want to blend this up because this is going to be my base shade. And I'll do the same exact thing on the lower lash line as I do on top, I think, but I'll probably wait and make sure that's what I want to do. I'm going in with a little bit of this like light cream shade Snowed In, and I'm going to use that to help like blend. That way I could pick more up on the brush and I don't have to worry about it like sticking to the primer, you know what I mean? Okay, so now going in to the next shade, Cocoa Wrap. And I'm using the E06 for this one as well. And I'm basically going to do the same thing. But I love that this one is more neutral. This one is more like cool toned. I think it adds a fun twist to the the eye look. And I love that you get the options in the palette. I think that's really cool. But I'll just build this up until I'm happy with it. And then blend it out. Now I'm going to use an E25 brush from Sigma. And I want to deepen this up with the shade Mulled Wine. And I'm going to focus most of this out here in the outer corner. Like, this is a very dark brown. I'm excited for the next shade though, because that one is going to be like the pop that I think is really going to add a fun twist to this whole entire look. I'm so excited about it. It's been a really long time since I've done a like full on neutral crease like this. Like all the way over and all of that, but I am adding a pop of color. I cannot help myself. But before I do that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the same exact thing on the lower lash line. Okay, so now that that's all done, I do love the way like the lips are neutral, the cheeks, the highlighter, the eyes. I do think that is beautiful, you know what I mean? But I am a girl who loves color, so I'm gonna take my wipe and just clean off a blob here. I'm so excited for this next color, and I hope it works out the way I have envisioned it in my brain, because I think it could be really cool. But I just want to clean off a little spot. I don't typically use wipes on my eyes ever unless it's to do something like this. It's just easier for me, but I just wanted to throw that out there. But I'm gonna let it dry, go over it with my Sigma eye base, then we will move on to the next shade. Okay, so now the part that I am the most excited for, the pop. So I want to go into this shade. You know I love like these chartreuse greens. They make my heart so happy, and I think this is going to be such a fun pop of color here, and one I've not tried yet like in this way, and I'm excited to give it a shot. So I'm just gonna blob this like right here, and I want to like it to have like a big spot here. So I'm just gonna fade it over, and I will cover some of this up with shimmer, but I do think this is gonna be really cool. And I just love that color. Then I'll use, let's use another E27, and I'll go into Cocoa Wrap, which is like that medium neutral shade that I used, and I'll fade this into the green. And then I'll go back in with the deepest one. That way it all like blends nicely. Okay, the next step is going to be glitter glue, and I'm excited to use some of these shimmers. I actually already used this palette, but I did a look off camera for, we went to a Christmas pageant for one of the kids, and it was so cute, but I did a look for that, and I really loved it, and I might try to recreate that one for tomorrow just to see what you guys think of it too, if I can remember what I did exactly, but I really like that look as well. This is just such a pretty palette. So I really don't know what I want to do for the inner corner. Like, do I want to leave it matte? Because I really love that. I think that is maybe what I want to do. So first I want to go into this shade, Candle Smoke. Yes. And we'll do that on an E01. And I'll just blend this into the inner corner and under the lash line here. And I'm also going to take it over on the lid just a little. And then to get rid of some of that darkness that I've added, I'll use another E01 and go into this cream shade Snowed In and just pack this here. Ooh, that's pigmented. I wasn't expecting that. And I picked up a lot, so less is more with that shade, unless you really are into the brightness. Okay, so now for shimmers. I think my original plan, I was gonna use one of the greens, but I think I want the green to be like its own entity. So let's go in with the gold. I'm going to use both golds, the one more warm and the more cool. But I want to put this one mostly here in the center and kind of bring it over as well. Like, she is bright. I'm just using this brush. Is it the E09? And I'm just kind of running that over some. I do want to bring this over some. I'll just use a clean finger. It's so cool. The pop of green makes my heart so happy. And I'll like add some more of that green to go back into that, because I really don't want to lose that. I love that. But now I want to go into the other gold, Champagne Pop, on that same brush, and I'm just gonna give it a spray and just take it, overlap it over that one and finesse it to fade into this corner, into the mattes. Like, this look is Christmas, yes, but you could also do it like whenever, and it's subtle, you know what I mean? If you're someone who might not like a lot of color, you might be into a look like this. Like, it has a little bit of color, so it really lets you dive in without diving in. Then I just added a little bit of that green back over here, and I just think this is so awesome. I love it so much. Okay, so I love this, the way it turned out. I found the perfect liner for the pop of color, and it really brings it out. This whole look just makes me feel so freaking excited, and I could not love it more, honestly. Especially for it to be so neutral. But this is my kind of neutral look, you know. But for liner, I used two. I started out with the shade Afterlife from Melt. It's like a chartreuse. It's really pretty. And halfway through, I used the metallic gel liner from the new Cosmic Beauty Starlight collection. This is in the shades Sunburst, and it's like a really pretty gold. It looks so gorgeous over top of that green. I love it. And for mascara, I used the Tower 28 mascara. in the black, in the shade Jet, and I love that as well. But for lashes, I did a pair of bright lashes in the style Nova. They're one of my favorites, but this is the last pair that I have of them, so I do baby these ones quite a bit. But I'm excited to create another look with this tomorrow. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think of it. I know it's a lot more toned down than what I usually do. It's still smoky and dramatic, of course, but not as colorful. But let me know what you think. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. I'm so excited for you guys to see this palette because, like I said, I do think it's the best one I've seen yet this far, and I'm excited. But I'm gonna hush and we're gonna move on to look number 2. Today has been a crazy long day, but I am excited for some eyeshadow therapy. So I'm excited for look number 2 as well, because fingers crossed it turns out as cute as I feel like it's going to in my brain, but I have positive vibes. So I'm gonna work with 4 different mattes for this look, and I think it might be pretty cool. So we're gonna start out with an E06. I know you're not surprised. I almost always start out with an E06. I love the shape of it, the way it packs the shadow into the crease, and it just, I don't know, it just is a good brush. It blends beautifully as well. But I want to start with this shade, Olive Toast, and then I think I'm going to go into this shade, which is called Pine Nights. So starting with the first one, I am going to just press this here in the crease, and if I need to lighten, I can use that cream shade, Snowed In, to lighten up. I really don't even need 2 different greens. I just want to use them. Why not? So we actually got our first big snow of the year today. It's very beautiful outside. I mean, it's not like a big snow, but I mean, everything's blanketed in white. It's beautiful. I don't care for the cold, but I do love the way it looks when everything's like white and snowy. It's just gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this down here on the lower lash line too, with the E01 from Singe. And just kind of pack that on. And then I also want to pack it on the lid too, but I like to keep it at this angle. It's kind of the same way I like to do halo eyes too, but the shimmers that I plan on doing aren't really gonna be halo-ish, you know what I mean? So it's not really a halo eye. I just like mixing parts of different types of eye looks together and just trying them out, seeing what I like. Then I'm gonna take some of that shade Snowed In, that cream, and put some of this here to help brighten. Now I'm going into the shade Pine Nights with an E27 from Sigma. And I'm just like kind of pushing it in the crease. And then I'll use the E06 to blend it out. I just want this to be kind of smoky. So I want to deepen this up. This is like a blue tone green, and the other one is more of like a forest green. I like that they put 2 different types in here. There's also like a cooler green shimmer and a more like true neutral green shimmer in the palette as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to add that to the lower lash line yet, but I do want to go in with the E11 brush and dip into this red. It's so pretty. Holly Flame. I love like a strong pigmented red like this. And I'm going to run this along the lower lash line. And I don't want to blend here because I don't want to muddy those 2 colors up. I'll put a shimmer there so they bridge together nicely later. But I want to go ahead and lay this shade down and follow like that natural contour of my eye where it dips, so that I know how far I want to take this matte up here on the lid. So it's going to be kind of like a guideline. And I'm going to use another E06, a clean one, and just fill that in. Like, that's pigmented. Actually, let me go in with an E25 from Sigma. I really love the way these work in the outer corner. And see how it just packs that color on so well? And I'm going to leave this open like that. I've been doing a lot of red and green looks lately because of the Christmas launches. So I wanted to find a way to do one a little different than what I have been, and I thought this could be fun. Okay, so now I actually do want to use an E27. I'll have to pull out another clean one, which should be fun later when I have to clean all of these. But I want to use this shade. So this is like a neutral, but it has like that purple undertone. Reminds me of like soot. It's really pretty, and I want to use that to deepen up out here. But you can kind of see what I'm going to do here. And then I like want to use the shimmers to bring these two colors together. I do think it might be cool, but we'll have to see. I don't want to speak too soon, but I do want to deepen this up. And I felt like on this red, this shade and its undertone would be absolutely perfect. I was gonna say I just bought the new palette from Clarity Cosmetics, but you actually might see my review on that before you even see this. Just depends on how long it takes to ship. I forgot I was pre-filming this, but if you haven't seen it yet, look forward to that. I'm excited. I also picked up some of their new blushes as well. But I'm going to take some of this shade and go on the lower lash line with it as well. But I'm going to go back over all of this with some of the red. That way I can just re-intensify the red, because I don't want to completely lose it. But so far, I do think this is really fun. So I'm just using my E11 brush to blend out this lower lash line. Now I need to figure out exactly what I want to do for the shimmers, because honestly I still have no idea, and this right here looks like it needs blended a little better. So I'm gonna use a little bit of that cream shade to do that. Now that looks pretty perfect. Maybe I will take some of that other green down here on the lower lash line as well. So I'm just using an E07 to do that. And then what I do, there it is. And then I'll use the E01 to blend on that. That is so cute. I just filmed for 10 minutes and forgot to hit play. I had a whole conversation. But what I was saying was, I got these two singles with the palette, and I'm wondering, like, because I don't have any details except for launch day, if there will be more singles, because these are gorgeous. If so, I could be talked into picking some of these up because I really love these. But I do want to use these in the look today. But I might use something else as well. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I do want to start out with the Diveroon Stick and Sparkle primer. This one is like almost out. She has been used and abused. But I do have more, thank goodness. So I'm going to just take this and put most of it on this blank spot on my lid, and tap it over the edges as well. especially like the red. Because I do, as a rule of thumb, like to take my shimmer past where the color is on my eyeball, because I feel like the way the light hits around that curvature of your eye really just makes the shine and stuff like really stand out. So to start this out, I think I want to use a little bit of this shade. What brush do I want? Let's use, did I already use? Let's use this brush, the E09, but I'm going to go into this one, Crimson Carol. And this is a gorgeous red metallic. Really pretty. Like, it's gorgeous. But I want to do this first on this outer half. And I'll use my MAC Fix Plus to spray it. That is really cool. But I'm really excited for this red that's in this single because it's really pretty. I think I sprayed everything but the actual shadow. And I'm taking this in the center. Like, do you see that? Nothing should be that good. Like, literally nothing should be that good. I love it. It's so pretty. I only wish that it would have came in a component, you know what I mean? But I know most people, like, outside of YouTube do, like, magnetic palettes and stuff. But personally, I prefer to have them in their own, like, little components. So now the question is, what next? I'm thinking of just going straight in with this. So this one is like blue to green. You can see the blue there. So, of course I have tons of other options, but I think I would just want to do this one and focus mostly on like the lighter corner. And just take this over the edge. Yeah, that is freaking stunning. I love that so much. It's like so bright and beautiful. This red is like a fire shade. It looks like literal flames. It's like red, orange, just so beautiful. Oh, I just love it. So then I'll take an E30 pencil brush and go back into Plum Majesty and just finesse this into the shimmers and make sure the blend is smoother. Yeah, that's gorgeous. But what do I do there? Because I don't really want shimmer all over the lower lash line. Every time I do it anymore, I end up regretting it, which is weird because I just used to love that so much. But it's just not really my vibe anymore. I think I want to do maybe just some more of Crimson Carol. That could be cute. And I'll use this little angled brush from ColourPop. I did order a new, you know, like they sell all of the liners in that big roll. I did order a new one because a lot of my liners are drying out. And it's been a while since I've bought, like, repurchased them. And it was time, you know. But this is a good way to really get that red to blend in with the green without muddying it up and creating a mess. But honestly, I really love this. I love it a lot. I hope you guys like it too. These singles are gorgeous. If I had to pick a favorite, it's definitely going to be the red, but I think they're both really stunning. I am back with the finished look, and honestly, it's even better, like with the lashes and liner. And it's been on for a while. I've watched 2 episodes of Grey's. I'm almost done with Grey's, but I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I guess go back to reading. But back to the look for now. I do love it so much. That red is so stunning. I think it's so gorgeous, but this whole look was so fun. I loved the first one as well, like that pop of green with the neutral crease. I really felt like that was really fun, but this one just brings Christmas, you know? You got the green, the red, and all of the fun things, and I love it. So for liner, I used two, both from Glisten Cosmetics. We have green and white. Love that they kept the shade names easy over there. And for mascara, I used my Tower 28 again. I broke the Nova lashes I was just telling you about that were my favorite pair. I was trying to get the glue off and ripped them. I want to cry. So today I have on the Adorn lashes from Bright Lashes. But that was my last Nova pair, which are so sad. I love them, but I still have a whole drawer full of like Flare and a bunch of other ones, but I'm sad. They're like dwindling down and I have to find a new brand for lashes. So let me know your thoughts on that. But I had a lot of fun with this. I love this palette. Like I said, as of the time I'm filming this, this is my favorite holiday release, like Christmas palette. I think it's so stunning. I love like the earthy tones. It was done in a beautiful way where you still get those traditional Christmas colors, but neutral. And I think it's really fun. You can get a very colorful look or you can get a very neutral look, as I showed with look 1 and look 2, and I think it's beautiful. I love the Dede signature formula. Their mattes are spectacular. Their shimmers are extraordinary. I just think they're such a fun brand, and she's done such amazing things with her eyeshadow formula and the launches she's done this year. I think this is the last launch for 2025 from Dede Signature, but I cannot freaking wait to see what she does in 2026 because I think she is amazing. And I put the little singles in here for now, and they are so cute. I love them. I love them both, truly, but the red one is so special and just so gorgeous and glowing and fun. I'm so happy to have all of this in my hands. So thank you so much to, I keep wanting to say Dede Signature, but I'm going to try to remember to mention in the beginning, it is not Dede Signature, it is Dede Signature. But I am so honored to have gotten PR from them this year, and I've had the opportunity to create these looks with all of their launches, and it's been so fun, and I can't wait to see what next year brings, like I said. And I want to say thank you so much to you guys for helping me get these opportunities. Your support by watching my videos, liking them, commenting, and shopping my links when and if you do really does mean so much, and I can't thank you enough. But whether you're picking this up or not, you're gonna have to let me know what you think about the palette. What do you think about the looks? Which one is your favorite? I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. Let me know down below in the comments. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And until next time, bye.